Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel on Thompson Time Highway 20 Racing. I am the 14-year-old that was featured in getting a new Kawasaki Grom for his birthday. I am currently 17 years old, and I wanted to show y'all how to ride and teach y'all how to ride the Grom. Alright guys, so today I'm going to show you the second view of the Grom. Okay, first we're going to start out with our dash. This is your dash piece right here. So all you're going to do is turn your key on and your dash is going to pop up. So what you're going to do is you look to the left in this circle oval, you're going to see your RPMs. You got 0 to 12,000 RPMs. That shows you how high in the RPMs you are. To the right of that, you're going to have your gas thermometer, what time it is, what gear you are in, your miles per hour, how fast you are going, and under the miles per hour, you're going to have the miles, how many miles you have on your bike. To the right of that, you're going to have your turn signal, which is right here that's blinking. Then you're going to have your high beams, which turn blue. Your high beams turns blue. Then you're going to have your neutral light, which is green. And the neutral light tells you whenever you are in neutral. Then to the left of the neutral light, you're going to have your check engine light. Now that only comes on when something is wrong with your bike, it needs oil or something else is wrong with it. That's the only time the check engine light comes on. Okay. So now you have your mirrors. You have your left mirror and your right mirror. You always adjust your mirrors. You always adjust your mirrors before you ride. Before you ride, so you can know what's behind you at all times. So you always adjust your rear view mirrors before you ride. And how you do that is you take the mirror and you just can move it whichever way you want. You can move it whichever way. Whichever way you want, you can move it whichever way you want. Okay, so now we're going to go to the bottom half. And we're going to start off with your back brake. Your back brake will always be on the right side of your vehicle, or your motorcycle, or your Grom. Your back brake will always be on the right side. Your back brake is right here. So all you do is, I'd rather use your back brakes all the time than your front. So all you would do is, when you're riding and you get ready to slow down, you're going to put your foot on the back brake and just going to ease on the back brake, and it's going to stop your bike. Going to slow down your bike and eventually stop. Now, the reason why I say I would rather use the back brake than the front is because, say for instance, you get into a situation where you have to stop, or have to have a sudden stop. Then if you just grab your front brakes, it can cause you to wreck 90% of the time. So I will always rather use my back brake. Because all the back brake's going to do is lock up the back wheel. And it might sound funny, but it's way more protective than squeezing on your front brakes. And behind your back brakes, you're going to have your right side foot peg. Now you always want to keep your foot on the foot pegs at all times until you stop. So what you'll do is, all you got to do is just keep your foot on the foot peg like you standing on it and ride. Now we're going to move on to the left side. And on the left side, you have your gear shifter. And your gear shifter is where you shift gears. So right now, I am in neutral. To get the first gear, all you got to do is go all the way down until you can't go no more. And that'll be first gear. Okay? When you're ready to shift to the next gear, all you got to do, you ride. All you got to do is shift up, all the way up, and it'll be second gear. Then when you get ready to go on to the next gear, you shift up again, and it'll be third. Then you go on to the next gear, you shift up, it'll be fourth, which is your final gear on the Grom. And then, when you get ready to slow down, all you're going to do is, I like to pull in my clutch, which is right here. I like to pull in my clutch, which is this. I pull it in, and all I do is shift down. Boom, 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 boom. Till I get to first gear again. So then when I come to a complete stop, I'm still holding in my clutch. And all I'm going to do is barely go up. And when you barely go up, you will be in neutral gear. And once you're in neutral gear, you can let go of the clutch and the bike won't move. Okay? So now that I showed you your back brakes and your gear shifter, now we're going to show you all the signals on your handlebars. So to the right side, you got your on and off signal. On and off button. So I cut the bike on. So now, if I have this button flipped this way, like this, the bike will not power. This is your power button right here. So if I have the button shifted this way, the bike will not start up. But once I flip it down, it'll start up. It starts up. It's turning over. It starts up. So if I flip it back, it'll cut the bike off. Now, you can always use this to cut the bike off, but you will always need to still use your key, turn it off. Because if not, you can call it. If your bike will still be on once you click this off. The engine will just be off. And what that'll do, if you keep it on, it'll run your battery down. So you always want to turn your key off. Okay. To the left of the handlebars, you're gonna have your high beam button. Now your high beam button, all you gotta do is click it on, click it off. I click my high beam button, I'm gonna flip it up, it's gonna turn on. You see it's got blue lights, it's gonna turn on. Flip it down, it's gonna turn it off. Under that, you're gonna have your turn signals. So all you do on your turn signals is if you want to turn left, you're gonna click it left. Turns on your turn signal. You want to turn right, you'll click it right, and it's gonna turn on your turn signal. If you want to cut your turn signals completely off, all you're gonna do is push the button in, and it's gonna turn your turn signals completely off. Under that, you have your horn. And your horn is pretty simple. All you gotta do is just press the button. Now, we're gonna move into the gas tank. How to put gas in the bike. So, all you're gonna do is, on all gas tanks on motorcycles, you get your key. Once you get your key, all you're gonna do is put your key, insert it into the gas tank key insert, and turn it. And it's gonna open up the gas tank. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna get your pump, and you just gonna pump your gas into the tank. Now, I don't really never pump my gas over this steel plate right here. It's a steel plate inside here. I always pump it below it. Okay? So once you get done pumping gas, all you do is take your fingers, press it in there, and it's going to turn itself and lock. So all you're going to do now is insert your key back, and you'll be ready to ride again. Turn it on, and you'll be ready to ride again. So now that I showed you all the controls and all the signals, and how to stop with your back brakes, how to shift gears, how to work the clutch, how to stop with your front brakes. We're going to take a ride.